Today's Ask Me Anything goes out to Victor Salles, who says, I'm quite confused with crate training since it is so uncommon here in Brazil. I recently got a 6-month-old Malinois. He spends about 20 hours a day in the crate. All time outside is for training and supervised play with me, like for 1-hour obedience and play sessions. Is this too much time in the crate? Well, yes and no. I mean, if the dog is 6 months old, the dog's still going to need a lot of downtime. But I mean, if you have the dog out for 4 solid hours of training, and then you give the dog a couple potty breaks in between, 20 hours is a lot of time. But it's a fine line between how much, if the dog is going to be boarded somewhere, it's going to come out for 20 minutes, 3, 4, 5 times a day to train, and it's going to get a couple of body breaks, and it's going to be in the crate. Dogs, especially puppies, sleep a lot when they're young, and I think it's really important that the dog has more structure time, because a Malinois left to their own devices is going to be a disaster. So, make sure the dog gets a couple really solid walks a day, gets out to relieve themselves a few times, a couple play sessions with you, a couple training sessions with you, and then, I wouldn't worry that much about how much exact time it is per se in the crate. But you're doing the right thing. You're training your dog. Kudos to you. I'm sorry it's not that popular in Brazil. A lot of countries, like in Europe, are starting to ban the crate. It's just going to destroy the training of the dog, and you're going to have a lot of problems with dogs if people aren't doing that. Got a question? Ask me anything.